Hello, hello. Welcome back, my teacher family and my extra family, who's ever there, principals, administrators, family, whoever. Um, Today, we are talking about how we can use music to help us with our classroom management. Okay? So, I'm going to go over just a few tips. Really short video today, not long. All right? If you notice, there's music in the background. So I'm trying to model the type of music that you would want to play in the classroom. And this is a good um, soundtrack because it's an instrumental. So my strategy and one thing that I use is every morning when they come in, I have my music playing. They have their morning work on their desk. So they come in, unpack, morning work. Well, come in, unpack, breakfast, morning work. Okay, in that order. And I do this with everybody. So depending on how the school sets it up. Okay. So music allows you to set the tone in your classroom. It allows you to regulate the noise in your classroom because you're going to set the expectation is that whenever music is playing, the intention is for it to be heard. So if we can't hear it or you can't hear it, then you must be too loud. And noise doesn't necessarily have to come from your mouth. It could be come from your chair, swinging, tapping, anything that is unnecessary and not needed. It can go to a so level zero is my expectation in the morning, is that level zero means there's no talking. You have got to get yourself together. You want to set your day up. You want to make sure you have all of your stuff out that you need. You want to make sure that you finish your breakfast. You want to make sure anything you need to turn in, you turn it in. And then you can save those conversations for recess and lunch, okay? And during class time, when you do give them that time to turn and talk, all right? So that's my tip for today is how to use music to help you with management. I also use music to help with learning information and chunk, right? You put a song to it or put it in a melody, the brain is likely to remember it, even if it doesn't want to. You ever realize you remember a phone number or commercial that's put in the song that you don't even understand how you know it, but you remember the song? It's something about melodies and putting it in. It's a connection, it's a pattern, and the brain is able to remember that and recall that, right? And this is with children with any type of ability, they will learn quicker with the song if you put something in a song than just to say it. Okay. I used to tell students you can memorize a 5-page essay without even thinking about it. No, I can't. Yes, you can. Do you know a song? Go ahead and spit it to me. Yeah, that song is actually poetry and it's written probably more than 5 pages to write that song. Nowadays, these songs that they're playing, maybe not because it's not really words, it's sounds and noise and mumble. Anyway, back to music. They can and anyone, even you, we all retain information when it's put into a song or a melody. Okay? Commercials use it all the time. If you see an advertisement, they put a little song, that's the hook. Okay? So use music to your benefit to help you with management. It helps you set the tone and it also helps you with noise regulation. I usually start my day off with music such as this that we're listening to right now, which is actually from YouTube, which they have a whole bunch of them. And I created a playlist and I realized that when we went virtual, when the world went virtual and we all went tech and we're sitting hours in front of a blue screen computer, music was how I connected, how I set the tone in my virtual classroom. Because I'm big. Remember, my strength, which is why I created this channel, is setting a classroom environment and a relationship. And a lot of that had to do with proximity, how close something is to something. And without that, I felt like, well, how do you establish relationships and set the tone and yada, yada, yada? Well, music was one of those things. So I created a playlist, soft music in the beginning of the day. How I like my day is to start off soft, level zero. As we go into subjects, I like that energy. They need to move around, get pumped up, so they can also retain the information. And you change your music that's applicable. Here's one tip. Most of the music, even if they know it, I want it to be instrumental. Now, if it's something like if they're reading, anytime a child is reading or they have to focus on words, then you want an instrumental. Okay. If you have words in a familiar song, they might not retain what they're reading. They could just be reading like a word list, right? but not really comprehending because they hear the music in the background and their brain is connecting to that, and it's just reciting the song. Okay, so instrumentals are powerful. Even if for upbeat songs, instrumentals are powerful. I like to pick songs that they're not really familiar with when they're doing something that I want them to be focused on. Okay, because then your brain is not connected to that song because it doesn't even know where it came from, but it's helping with the tone and it's helping with the volume. All right, now when you want them, you're gonna have commercials. You hear this commercial? That's okay. Let me model how you handle that. Commercial comes on, they're gonna get used to it unless you pay for the, I guess, the YouTube version without commercials. Right? Just skip it. And guess what? That can be a job. So I'm modeling two things actually. I'm modeling one. Everything's not going to be cut and planned. It's going to be a commercial that pops up, and usually when you're at a school and you're listening to certain things, YouTube will follow the trend of what it is you're watching, and they'll do advertisement accordingly. So I never had any inappropriate advertisement because the videos and the things that I was watching, they cater to what it is that you're watching. Okay, so if you know you're using that YouTube channel that you watch other stuff, they're going to just know the advertisement that pop up are going to be applicable to what it is that you've already been watching, because that's how to use advertisement. Remember, we talked about how social media use what you're already interested in to get you. That's your bait. So make sure that if an advertisement pop up, it's no biggie. You can create that as a job. Listen, it'll be your job to skip all the ads if you don't have the premium YouTube page, which I do not. Okay. And if you don't, it's fine. And if you do, great. You don't even have to worry about that. It's going to play. And if it doesn't, set it up as a job, skip the advertisement, and make sure that the page that you're watching is a clean page. It's a page that you only watch educational videos, because those are the ads that are going to pop up. Okay. Did I cover everything? So setting the tone, music sets the tone, and it also allows you to, excuse me, it also allows you to regulate the noise level. So I didn't want this video to be too long today. That is my little spiel on how to use music to manage your classroom. And hopefully that's helpful. If you guys have any specific things that you want me to go over that I'll probably eventually get to, but you might want to know it now, let me know, put it in the comments. And if you want to set up a one-on-one consultation, like you like, listen, I'm at a loss. I just need someone to just help me process some things or give me some tips. I'm here for you. You can go into my website, which is in the subscription. It's www.theelegancecompany, all together, no spaces.com. Okay? And hopefully this was helpful. I'll see you guys in the next video.